Monday night, I got online and I was like, "Hey, this is our most popular class. Our family hardly ever gets sick." And Gray was sick for like 12 hours Sunday night. As soon as I said it, I was like, "It's coming." And then I woke up in the middle of night last night and I was like, "I just don't feel perfect." And kind of been through today. I've been able to do everything, but you can hear a little bit of it in my voice. And two, I think it always happens when the weather changes. It does that like quick 50s and then you're like, wait, it's 90 today. So I'll get to show you some of the things that I'm actually doing, which is really great. But so let's talk about things at the end of this. I want you to be ready for anything that comes your way. So I have an ebook that I'm going to share with you that has a lot of these in it so that you don't have to write all this stuff down. I would say, I think it's always helpful in our class if you go ahead and have a notepad or a pen, or if you just go ahead and open your doTERRA cart. And as I'm talking and you're like, ooh, I want to try that, you can add that to your loyalty rewards or order, your rewards order. They changed it now, it's called rewards. You can add it straight to your cart. So the next time your cart goes out, you can be like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. Because there are some immune products that are on sale this month, which I love. Okay, so I'm always going to start with foundational wellness. And the reason I know if you guys have been here a lot, you're like, I'm so sick of hearing about VMG and omegas and probiotics, Ashley. Like, seriously, it is what makes the difference for the immune system. So, yes, we're going to get to like what happens when you do get sick, because I'm not saying that you're not going to get sick, but this is what makes the difference for our immune system. These are absolutely key. So BMG, this is vitamins, minerals, greens. Vitamins are really important for our immune system. This also has antioxidants, minerals. These are the things, these are the building blocks for our cells in order for our immune system to stay strong. I have noticed a massive difference, even from when I was on LLV before, that was the pill form. There is a difference in the VMG and the way that we are able to actually absorb what we are taking into our bodies. I've seen that clinically. I've seen it. I feel it. And so just know if you're taking VMG, sometimes I think it's really important for us to remember, those of us who are taking it on the regular, it's just a habit of ours. You are doing amazing work for your immune system. This is one of the things that's going to help the best. So you're absorbing it and your body knows exactly what to do. Here's again, this is why it's absorbing it and it's absorbing it faster. Vitamin C is absolutely key for our immune system. It's one of the ones I'm going to talk about at the end of class. Vitamin E is really important. Zinc is really important. There's all of these different minerals and vitamins that we have to have in order for our immune system to work optimally. So if you're taking VMG, I just want to tell you, know that it's doing way more than you will ever understand on a cellular level, and to keep at it because it's really important. If you're not, this would be my number one thing that I would add in order to support your immune system. You're not going to get anything better than this. It is absolutely foundational because it's working on a cellular level. The other thing I love about it is it's in the bloodstream for 8 hours. I have a feeling next week we're going to find out it's actually in there 12 to 15 hours because they're doing more clinical research on it. But that is really important because our needs change throughout the day. And to have those vitamins and minerals exactly where you need them when things change is really important. So that's a really positive key about this VMG, that they found it in the bloodstream 8 hours after it was taken, because it is necessary to be there so your body can pull from it. It's really wonderful. Okay, omegas also really good for the immune system. They're also really good for hormone health. That was one of the things. If you're struggling with hot flashes and all that kind of stuff, I know this has nothing to do with the immune system when I say that, but omegas are really good. I've been reading more about it. Read more about it this morning. So these are great to have, and I'm not going to go heavy into all these because I want to get to the end. But these are a foundational wellness product that you're going to feel different when you take them every day. So it's just three. I have them right here, three of these every single day, and going to be really helpful. Okay, there's not a chance I can talk about an immune class without talking about probiotics, because our gut is absolutely like a healthy gut is absolutely a necessity. My goodness, I can't talk for immune health. So 80% of our immune health is actually in the gut. So we want to make sure that we are like very, very, very um, passionate about caring for our gut. So our PB Restore is just, I have it right here. It's so fun. You guys have probably all seen it. But just take one of these every day. Like if you do nothing else, there are times that I'm like, ooh, maybe I over VMG, I would say PB Restore. Like if you could only do one, I keep going back and forth of which one is more important. For immune stuff, I would almost say I can't separate them. I can't separate them. I can't tell you one's better than the other, but having a healthy gut is really important for the immune system. The other thing I want to tell you is these have these awesome little robot looking things called bacteriophages, and they go in and they kill the things that don't need to be there, and so your body does not become a host for virus and bacteria. So that's what we want to end up getting to, and that's what these foundational wellness products do, is when you get something, the virus or the bacteria is like, wait, this is a very unwelcoming environment for me, so I'm not going to stay here. That's what those products are doing for you. So it's really awesome. Okay, so let's talk about what are some other daily habits we can do to help keep our immune system. Talking exactly about making it a bad host, this is 1 drop of lemon and water. You can also do lemon juice if you'd rather do that. And that's what I would start every single morning with, because you want to make sure that you're hydrated. The other thing I don't have on there, electrolytes are absolutely key. You want to be hydrated. That's probably the next thing I would do, other than the foundational wellness, is add the electrolytes every day. They have 4 different minerals in them, and they're really helpful. And when your body is dehydrated, it's always, your immune system isn't going to work as well. So this is a great, just every single morning, put 1 drop in. You can use lemon juice, and or you can do electrolytes. I take electrolytes every single day. It's one of my favorite doTERRA products. And I can really feel a difference. And I just do the electrolytes and like 16 ounces of cold water, and it's awesome. Okay, this is a personal testament to me. I have to learn how to manage my stress better, because the immune system recognizes when our body is under stress. This is one of the things, this would be the one thing I feel like I need to do the most work on when it comes to the immune system. I'm really great at all the foundational wellness. I'm really good at daily habits of like the lemon in my water, but managing stress is what I struggle with the most. So much so that when I went to Susan's office today, and she scanned me for what oils I need, all of the stress oils were the ones that came up. And it is very valid, because my life has been very busy and overwhelming lately. And it's just a reminder that like balance is a great way. This is an incredible oil to just start your day with, and end your day with. Like keep it right on your nightstand. It's very, very helpful. Frankincense is also my oil that I just like when I'm stressed, I immediately go toward that one, and it really helps calm me. But there's a whole bunch of oils, and you'll find the ones for you. Holiday Peace. Peace is the one I came home and I use because I love that one. Vetiver is really good. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Feel free to put in the chat like your favorite managing stress oil. Adaptive's another one. So that's really important. I will tell you, if you are stressed out about your health, there's some people that like, they want to have the healthiest immune system, so they do all the research, and then they're just always stressed that they're not doing enough. That's worse than just eating the hamburger. If you are in a regular sense, or like, or the French fries or whatever junk food you can think of, if you're in a constant state of stress, that is not helpful for your immune system. So make sure that, I feel like that's one of the harder things to do, is manage stress. Everybody kind of knows this, but I couldn't not include it. We definitely need enough sleep. So these are the things that we can do to keep from getting sick, is making sure that we have foundational wellness, that we are bad hosts for when we get something, that we do everything we can to possibly be stress free, and to really just support our body in the stress, because there's no way that it's not coming to our life. And there, to get enough sleep, to use the Serenity Stick to diffuse during the night. Those are wonderful daily habits to have. Okay. Here's the other one I would say is, during this season, I would use On Guard every single day. I got up at 1 a.m. when I woke up and didn't feel great. And I was like, I literally ran and I got this roller and I rolled it all over the bottom of my feet. I actually snagged the stronger roller too. This is the kids blend, and it usually has a label, but that's how loved it is in this house that the label ended up coming off. And I put this all over my spine. So I would either make your own roller of On Guard, which I would put like 15 to 20 drops in. If you have a kid, I would put less than that, like 2 to 5 drops. Or just get them the stronger roller, and you can use these together like I did. And it's really, really helpful. But that's a regular daily habit that you can do, that's just supportive to the immune system. Fun thing is, On Guard is, I have it right here. is the product of the month. So you can get a free 5 milliliter On Guard, which is our protective blend. It's a blend of oils that's really good for the immune system, for completely free if you make a rewards order before the 15th of 125 PV. So this would be a great time to just stock up on immune essentials and get that for free. And that bottle will last you for a while. You can diffuse it, you can make rollers out of it. I'll show you some other ways to use it in just a minute. Okay, so here are my roller bottle recipes. These will be in the ebook, so you don't need to write them down. But here are the rollers I always have on hand because they're very helpful for when things come up, whether it's our tummy or sometimes tension for stress, all those kind of things. So these will be in here. So I'm not going to spend long here, and don't feel like you have to like write anything down or take a snapshot because you'll have these. If you happen to be watching or recording, connect with me, livelife.eo, and just tell me that you saw this class and I will send it to you. I'll send you the ebook. Okay, so what happens now? We're going to shift into like, I'm not feeling well. What am I going to do? Okay, there's options. I have an easy option and I mean, it's not, I think they're both easy, but there's basically, I want to buy something and I want to take it. I don't want to make it myself, or there's the DIY. If I forgot to grab them. Oh, no, they're right here. I brought them with me today to work because I knew I was going to take them. These are On Guard soft gels. So this is the On Guard blend. It also has black pepper and melissa in it, which are immune boosting essential oils. And I take 1 to 2 of these morning or night if I'm not feeling well. And this literally is the easy button, and they are 10% off in September. So this is something that I would add to your cart. In fact, I just bought a few bottles, got them on sale, and said that we'd have in the house. If you have teenagers, this is the absolute easiest thing because they swallow it, they don't taste it. My kids all love these and swear by these. So that's an awesome recipe to have. The other one is Flute. And this is the FLOOT stands for the beginning of the oils that you're going to put in a veggie cap. So you literally just take this veggie cap, which I'll show you in just a minute. And you're going to put oils in here and then swallow it. And then two, I just, whenever the immune system needs help, I take things internally and I put them on topically. And then I'm also diffusing. I use the oils in all the ways when I need immune support. So it's really helpful. Okay, here's the Flute Cold Buster. And like I said, I'm not feeling 100%. I wouldn't say like, ooh, I'm sick, but I feel like tomorrow is going to go one way or the other. You know how you're like, ooh, I don't know which way it's going to go. So I'm going to literally show you, and I would have taken this even if I wasn't teaching the class tonight. So I was like, how perfect. I'll show them exactly what I do. Okay, so Flute is frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, tea tree. I'm actually not going to use tea tree. I have found personally that thyme is my oil for when I get sick. Like it is literally the oil that helps me so much. So I make sure that I'm always taking thyme. Okay, so basically all you do is you're going to put 2 drops of this in the little veggie cap, and you will probably see me. I might spill some. Might get more than 2 drops. Who knows? And then all you do is you're going to take this with water. I will tell you, this is time, that you can, and if I wasn't in the class doing it, I would probably add olive oil. I just forgot to grab it. And I always put oregano in last, too. I just feel like that's super helpful. Is anybody else with their new caps having problems learning how to drop them? I was so good with the old orifice reducers, but they changed them to these. And so it's taking like a little learning curve. That was lemon, which is really, really good for, like we said, detoxing, but also breaking up phlegm if you have any. And I think this is frankincense. I didn't look. Yeah, it's frankincense because it comes out fast. And this is really good for inflammation and just the immune system altogether. And then oregano is your powerhouse. It's basically like nature's antibiotic. And so this is one I always take. Remember that oregano is hot. So you never want to use it without diluting it on the skin because it will leave a red mark. So literally all I do is hope that you can find the top of the veggie cap. And then you'll hear, I don't know if you guys can, you're not going to be able to hear it, but it does click all the way down. And then you just swallow it. That recipe is one that when I use it, I actually feel better. I know that it's actually doing wonderful things, but I notice in 3 to 4 hours when my body has used all these oils, like it makes me feel better. So this is a fabulous oil. One thing to remember always when we're doing the immune system is to make sure that you take it 2 to 3 days past when you're feeling normal again, just to continue supporting your immune system. So if I wake up tomorrow and I'm feeling great, I'm still going to do this flute recipe for 2 more days, just to make sure that I'm supporting my immune system in all the ways. Any questions so far? Like chatting a ton. I can't see the chat, but if you have any questions, please put them in there and we'll.
Hey, Ashley.
Yes.
Hey, I just noticed in the drop, like the written part, it says 2 drops lemon, 2 drops on guard, 2 drops on guard.
You're right. You don't do 4 drops of On Guard. You only do 2 drops of. You do 2 drops of all the oils on the right.
Yeah.
And tea tree can be replaced with turmeric or thyme. Yes, good catch. I'm gonna edit that for next class. You don't. I mean, you could do 4 drops of On Guard, but you don't need it.
I
Tea's
just
gonna be
want a
plenty.
second. I have also noticed that time has made a big difference for me using that one. And I don't know if it's just because I don't typically use it and my body's like, ooh, cool. I like this one. But that one, that's always my go-to whenever I'm not feeling well.
Oh, it's so good. It's so, so good. It's really good with viruses. That's one of the things that thyme is really great with. So it's a good one. Okay, so what happens if you get a sore throat? I swear by gargling with On Guard. Literally take 1 drop and just gargle. It will help soothe and numb the throat. The clove and that helps with some of that. You can also just take a spoonful of honey and put 1 drop of lemon in it and swallow very slowly, and that's going to really like soothe and coat your throat. If you want the very easy button, these have honey in them and are on guard. So these are on guard drops. And a pro tip for you, I have it right here. I don't know if you do this, but I drop them in my steaming cup of water, and it kind of makes like an on guard sore throat tea that I will drink for the night. So it ends up dissolving, especially if your water is really hot. And it's delicious and wonderful. So On Guard drops are one of the top selling items in our entire team in the month of September and October, because everybody loves to stock up, because we all know that there's going to come time where our throat doesn't feel great, and that's just the easy button for that. So if you have never tried the On Guard drops, I highly suggest you try them. They're phenomenal, and then you'll never want to be without them in your house. Okay, congestion. You can make a breathe roller, which will be in the ebook, how to make that. Or you can also use the breathe stick. So this is the other thing at 1 a.m. that I got up and I grabbed. It is so handy. I love these sticks. That's one of the things I'm hoping they release, is just like more options of the stick, because it's so helpful and easy. But you can just roll it up, and then you literally just put it anywhere that you need support for your respiratory system. Really good to always put it on the back as well. And this is great if you have kids, because it's really easy to use. Always be cautious of breathe, just because it's a stronger oil. So if you have somebody who has respiratory issues, just I would say use it a little more sparingly. Maybe put it on the bottom of their feet first, try it there. But it is such a great oil to have for congestion. Also, frankincense is really good for calming any inflammation. And a lot of times when we have congestion, the underlying cause is inflammation. And so you want to make sure that you use frankincense. I swear by the steam mug recipe. It is one of the best recipes. Everyone should have it in their home at all times. This is one of my favorite. My daughter makes this for all of her friends. They know her as like the steam mug girl. So whenever they get congested, they're like, Anna, can you make this for me? And they'll go to her dorm. She's already done it like once or twice this year for people. It's very easy. You just take a mug of water and make sure that it's hot, not boiling, but you want to see steam coming up from it. And you're going to add 1 to 2 drops of these oils. If you have a kid, I would do lemon. I would only do lemon if you have a kid. And just let them kind of put their head over it, and you breathe it in. If you want a really powerful experience, put a towel over your head. Always close your eyes, because the oregano in it and peppermint are really strong, and it will definitely make your eyes water. And then two, just I would have tissues nearby, because usually it kind of clears you out, and then you're able to blow things out, and then you can go. And you can reuse that mug. I have done that before, and I just end up adding a little bit more hot water into it to make it hot and steamy again. And then you can come back to that throughout the day. if you need help with that. Has anybody done the steam mug? Does anybody like love it? Yes, I love the steam mug. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so good. Okay, so what happens when your body temperature rises? Oh my goodness. Peppermint is going to be your friend for this. So you're just going to take a roller of peppermint and roll it down the neck and the spine, and it's going to bring your body temperature down. Fevers are not bad. Fevers are actually really good. They're fighting off what we want fought off. So this is a helpful natural response. But to make us a little more comfortable, the peppermint will help cool our body. It also helps with just like tension. A lot of times too, when you're sick, your muscles are sore, and peppermint will help with that. So it's really great. Tummy troubles, the worst, right? It is not fun to be sick and have tummy troubles. Digestin is your oil. You can make the roller and roll it on your tummy, or you can also take drops of Digestin in water, or you can take a Digestin capsule. That's my choice because it's easy and I don't have to taste it. And when I'm sick, if I have everything that I need, like quickly, I'm more likely to take it. So that's what my kids use. Anytime somebody's like, my tummy doesn't feel well, they know that they're going to take a Digestin, and they kind of do it on their own. And it's really helpful. Okay, that was all that I have for the screens, but I grabbed a few more things that I wanted to share with you that are really helpful.
Can
that I love having.
Can I just
Go for
reiterate
it.
one thing?
Yes,
So,
please.
one thing that I was super surprised by, I always did the Digestin all the time for just stomach being upset, but they have like, it's almost like the little tablets, like a Tums version of the
Mhm.
Digestin. It's like, I think just Digestin tabs.
Yes.
And that for me has just been like, I can do that and I don't even have to put it on. Like, if you don't want to smell it, because sometimes depending on how I feel, I don't want to smell things.
Right.
So that's been one thing where I don't like, once I chew it, I don't taste it anymore. And it's within like 5-10 minutes. It's amazing.
Those are fabulous products. A lot of people use them for heartburn and those kind of
Yeah.
issues, but they're
Mhm.
really I mean, my parents buy a bottle of those every single month.
Yeah.
They love Digestabs. They're awesome.
It's just always been good for my, like a sour stomach for me.
Oh,
Just
good. I'm gonna
amazing.
try that
Yeah.
next time. I'm gonna try that
Yeah.
because I always use the capsules, but
Yeah.
it's a good point. A couple other things I wanted to tell you. Number one, whenever you are fighting something off, sugar and dairy are not your friends. Sugar actually stops your immune system from working. Once you get so much sugar in your body, it like limits the amount your immune system will actually fight anything. So, if you think about it, if you think about the time that we all end up getting sick, October, November, December, we're all eating higher amounts of sugar because of all the holidays. So maybe it's not cold and flu season. Maybe it's actually sugar season, and our bodies aren't able to fight things off as well. So in our house, whenever anybody gets sick, they kind of know. Like, I mean, we don't do a lot of sugar anyway, but we know this is the time that we just really want to support our bodies, and we try our best not to have any sugar. Dairy is more inflammation. A lot of times sickness is because of inflammation, and any dairy products um, can cause inflammation to be worse. So we try to cut out dairy when we're trying to get better too. So those are two kind of like hacks that you can use. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I love taking high amounts of liposomal vitamin C when I'm sick. Vitamin C is one of the vitamins that you can't have too much of. Your body will actually just get rid of it if you don't need to use it. So I just get these from Amazon. They're A Squared Nutrition Vitamin C. They are 1,350 milligrams of vitamin C. So you just take 2 of these. And I will do this morning and night. Like, I load up on vitamin C when I'm not feeling well, because I know that my body will get rid of it if you need. You cannot do that with all vitamins. There are vitamins that you don't need that much of. But vitamin C is one of those that I love to add in. And then also, I talked about it earlier, but don't ever discount electrolytes when you're sick. Like, in fact, when I'm sick, I usually take 2 to 3 packets of electrolytes a day. And it's just really helping hydrate your body in the ways that are most helpful. Because honestly, even if we're drinking water, a lot of us are dehydrated. Um, so always remember that. Okay, I right now am going to put in the chat. Let's see if I have it. Yes, here is the ebook. What I love about this ebook is take it, have it, keep it somewhere. I actually, if you have a notes section in your phone or email it to yourself, what's really helpful about having an ebook is when you get sick, the last thing you want to do is for anything to be harder than it already has to be. So I made this ebook so that when you get sick or somebody in your house gets sick, you can just immediately go to that and be like, here's exactly what I do. So it has all of the recipes that we just talked about. And it's just really helpful to have.